There are 4 factors every couple should look at. Okay. For the woman, is he a leader? Okay. You must marry a man by all means who has a sense of duty, a sense of responsibility. It's very, very important. He may not be the richest, he may not be the wealthiest. But as long as he has a sense of responsibility, it's very, very important. If not, don't marry an irresponsible person. Let him have a sense of responsibility. It's very, very, very important for the woman. It's very, very important for the woman. Number 2, marry a man you can submit to. It is possible to love a man you don't submit to. Marry a man you can submit to. Marry a man that you respect his leadership. That is the kind of man you should get married to. That's the kind of man you should get married to. We have seen women who break out from marriage A and they are successful in marriage B. Because you may be the wrong partner for the man as a woman. Marry a man you can submit to. Don't marry a man you can insult at will, you can run your mouth against at will. Then number 3 thing you should look up to is a leader. A man who can lead you. Marriage is about leadership. Okay. When you say you want to marry a man, you are submitting to his leadership. You are submitting to his leadership. And now, in submitting to a man's leadership, you view the pros and the cons. No man is perfect. No man will be perfect. No man is going to be perfect. No man will ever be perfect. So if you say you're marrying a man, you are submitting to his leadership. You are submitting to his... Now, what are the pros of his leadership? What are the cons of his leadership? Now, can I cope with the cons of the way he leads me? You may marry a good man who shouts too much. Can I cope with that? These are factors you should look into. You don't marry a man to change them. No. Don't marry a man to change him. No. You marry a man who you can cope with. Okay, and that leads me to the 4th reason. What a man has is power. What a woman has is influence. What a man has is what? Is power. What a woman has is influence. When you confuse both, there will be problems in a marriage. A man by nature is egoistic. So when you want to overpower him, okay, you make him fight back. So as a wife, seek to be an influence on him. Don't seek to overpower him. Don't seek to bully him. Don't seek to shout on him. Don't seek to create. Just seek to be an influence on him. As a woman, one of the strongest powers you have is to influence a man's decision. That's one of the strongest powers you have as a woman, is to influence a man. Now, most women get it right when they want to show their mark of authority. No. What you have is an influence. A man already has authority. That's why you see a man cannot stay with a woman who wants to share authority with him. A man cannot stay. Authority is more loud. Influence has happened before you know it. A man doesn't even know that he's been influenced. A man cannot stay with a woman who wants to share authority with him. No man wants to stay in that kind of marriage. No man wants to stay in that kind of marriage. But when a woman knows her place, that I can influence my husband, I can be influential, and I think, with all due respect to women, they should actually look at influencing their husbands than to be authoritative over him. It's very, very important. We have had stories. I'm a Christian. Okay? We have had kings in the Bible who were influenced. Solomon was influenced, even though he was influenced outside the ways of God. Okay? by the daughters of the Philistines and other kings that married. This was a man who was the wisest king in the world. He was the most powerful king in the world. He was the most wealthiest king in the world. Wealthiest man in the world, not just king in the world. Okay, and in fact, God spoke to him directly. And yet, because of influence of wives he married, he turned from the ways of God. So a woman has influence. Adam was in the Garden of Eden for so long a time. The Bible says God will come down in the evenings to worship with him. God was his bestie, was his best friend. But even though he was influenced outside the Garden of Eden, okay, Eve was still able to influence him to eat the fruit. He couldn't eat. He didn't eat for many years. The serpent only came through the woman because the serpent knew that the woman had the influence over the man. Samson was the most powerful man in the Bible. Told nobody the secret of his strength except when he came to Delilah on her laps. And he said, "You don't love me. Tell me the secret of your strength." After lying a couple of times, he told her that this is the secret of my strength. And lastly, David. David was his men were insulted by some men, and while he was trying to go and attack the man, his wife Abigail, okay, gathered camels, gathered foodstuffs, and knelt down before David. I changed his mind. Women have influence, not authority. When you want to be authoritative over a man, he fights back. He fights back. If you want to do it by force, a man will fight back. A man will fight back. A man can abandon everything he has worked for to prove that he's a man. That is a man for you. A man's ego is his first crown. Yeah. So I think that's just about that.